A version of this story appears in CNN's Meanwhile Middle East, which takes a look at the region's biggest stories 3 times a week. Leaked audio recordings of meeting between the released Israeli hostages and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu revealed serious anger at government's stance, as well as Hamas' ongoing fear of captivity in Gaza. Audio: a meeting between former hostages, some of their relatives and the Israeli War Cabinet on Tuesday was leaked, and parts it were published on the Israeli news site Ynet. This comes as pressure is mounting on Netanyahu to secure the release of the remaining captives, and Israel's intensified military action in Gaza is under scrutiny. Ynet also reported that Netanyahu's efforts to respond to the hostages and their relatives were met with tense and angry statements. A woman who released with her children but without her husband, who remained in captivity, is heard saying in a recording, "The feeling we felt there was that no one doing anything for us. The truth is, I was in a place where I was hiding under ardment and we had to be smuggled out and we got injured. Except for the helicopter that fired on us on the way to Gaza." He adds, "You have no information. Being exposed to artillery fire. No one knowing where we are. You claim it is intelligence. But the truth is, we are being ed. 3 days before we returned to Israel, my husband was separated from us and taken to the Hamas tunnels under Gaza. Israel has been launching intense aerial ardments of Gaza since the Hamas attacks on Gaza on October 7, in which more than 240 people were kidnapped. The conflict has sparked a humanitarian crisis in Gaza and led to deaths of more than 15,000 Palestinians. The Palestinian Ministry of Health in Ramallah said, citing sources Hamas-controlled area. The former abductor continues, "You think men are strong? My husband used to beat himself every day, punching himself in the face until he bled because it was too much for him, and now he is alone and God knows under what circumstances." A demonstration in Tel Aviv demanding the release of the Israeli hostage, Ahmed GarabliAFP, "And you want to overthrow the Hamas government to show that you have greater courage? There is no life here that is more important than any other," he adds. "None of us there deserve to be treated less than the residents of Israel. Return them all. Not in 1 month, 2 months or 1 year." Referring to reports that the Israeli military is considering flooding Hamas tunnels in Gaza, he continues, "And you're talking about washing the tunnels with seawater? The girls ask me where their father is, and I have to tell them that the bad guys don't want to release him yet." The woman adds, "You are putting politics ahead of extradition of the kidnapped person." Netanyahu has been under intense pressure for weeks over the situation of Israelis still held hostage by Hamas. The deal with Hamas has since led release of dozens of captives, mostly women and ch.